Hello everyone. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about channels in Golang. Channels are the only way we can communicate between Go routines. We can treat a channel just like any other value in Golang, as we can send and receive messages using Go channels. We can treat it as a two-way messaging device. Like we can send messages using channels and we can receive messages using channels. Then channels are also typed just like every other variables in Golang. By default, size of a channel is 0, so we can't store anything inside a channel, any value. But if we want to store values in channel, we can use buffered channel. I will discuss about that later. Let's take a look at how we can create a channel. Here I have mentioned how we can create a string channel using make keyword in Golang. This is the usual way we create a channel. As this is a string channel, we can only send and receive string values from this channel. If we try to send any other value like int or float or something else, we will get an typed error. This is how we can send string values to this channel. And this is the way we can receive data from channel. Here I have created that string channel called C, and I have sent some string value to that channel. Later I have retrieved that value from this channel to variable called msg and try to print that value. But when we try to run this, we will get an error called all go routines are asleep. This error happens because, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have any dedicated space inside a channel, so we can't send some data to a channel and later retrieve it. Sending data to a channel and receiving it from a channel must happen at the same time. To do something at the same time, in Golang we have to use Go routines. Let's try to fix this issue by using Go routine. What we are going to do is we make a new Go routine and push the data sending part to that Go routine by using a anonymous function. Now let's try to run this again. Now we can get the correct output. Now we know how to fix this issue by using a Go routine. Let's try to take another approach to fix this issue by using a buffered channel. Buffered channels can be buffered. Provide the buffer length as the second argument to the make function to initialize the buffered channel. Here we have modified our channel to a buffered channel by sending buffer size as 2 as the second argument of the make function. Sends to a buffered channel block only when the buffer is full. If buffer is full, we can't send any data to that. Receives blocks when the buffer is empty. Once the buffer is empty, we can't receive the data from that channel. First, let's remove the go routine and this anonymous function. We will get the same issue again, error again. To make a buffered channel, we have to mention the buffer size when we make the channel as the second argument of make function. Here I have make a buffer channel which has one buffer size. Let's try to run this. As you can see, now we get the correct output. If we try to send another message to this, we will get the error again because now we are exceeding the buffer size. We can increase the buffer size to match this by increasing to 2. Let's try to print both messages. Here we can print both messages like this. Without using fmt.println statement couple of times, we can range over the channel. Let's try to do that. Now we can range over the channel. Let's try to run this. Here we will get our two messages, but finally we get an error. It happens because we are trying to read from an empty channel. To get rid of this issue, we can close this channel once we send all data to that channel. A sender can close a channel to indicate that no more value will be sent. Receiver can test whether a channel has been closed by assigning a second parameter to the receiver expression. As shown here, we assigning a second parameter to check whether this channel is closed or not. OK is false if there is no more value to receive and the channel is closed. Only sender should close the channel, never the receiver. Sending on a closed channel will cause a panic. We don't usually need to close the channel. Closing is only necessary when the receiver must be told there are no more values coming, such as terminating a range loop. Here, to fix the issue on line number 12, we can close the channel C after we send all the data to that channel. We can close that channel C right after we sending all data to that channel. Let's try to run this. Here now we will not get that error once we close the channel.